Well, at this point, it's obvious that studios can't help but love to rehash their things again and again and again and again and again. Just to put it in perspective, Amazing Spider-Man 2, the remake of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, now starring Andrew Garfield, came out in the same year that Captain America the Winter Soldier came out. Things didn't work out and they decided to go a completely different route, and we introduced a new Spider-Man in Captain America 3. That ain't even that damn long, man! So Sony knew they were fucking up with Spider-Man, so they decided to do something different. They decided to do something that's game-changing in the business, and they decided to work with Marvel. Marvel said, you don't know how to handle the character, let us do it, let us take care of him, and we'll promise to do him justice, and you can get on this piece of the pie we call the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And now we have Spider-Man Homecoming. We follow Peter Parker after the events of Captain America Civil War, when Tony Stark recruited him to help fight Captain America. Peter is actually eagerly awaiting for his next mission, but Tony don't want him to get ahead of himself, so he keeps him on the ground, keeps him local, tell him to stay put, and just focus on other things, like school, for example. He usually hangs out with his best nerdy friend named Ned, gets made fun of by either Flash Thompson or Michelle, played by Zendaya, and is head over heels by the academic decathlon captain, Liz. Tony and Happy Hogan, and not even Spider-Man himself, know for sure if he's Avengers material, but he's about to get put to the test when he meets Vulture. First off, we gotta thank Marvel for taking Spider-Man back, because they really do him justice this time. He's actually portrayed as a young kid with a young kid mindset, and all he wants to do is prove to Iron Man that he's Avengers material. A lot of people were worried about the marketing, thinking that this was gonna be either Spider-Man and Iron Man, or maybe even Iron Man 4. Don't worry, Iron Man's in there just enough to make it count, but he doesn't steal the show. This is really Spider-Man's movie. One of the things that I admired so much about this movie is that it all kind of felt small scale. Small scale because Spider-Man at this point is a small scale hero compared to the other interpretations of Spider-Man. In this movie we have actually 5 screenwriters, and while that may be excessive, I have to say that this time it actually works. We get 80s John Hughes love, a great homage that actually works well with high school Peter Parker's story. We get all the nice connections to the MCU that actually work and make sense. We tie it into the Avengers, we tie it into Civil War, we tie it into a lot of different characters. That's very interesting. This movie has a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of fun facts. I mean, even things that are possible in the future, like maybe Miles Morales may come into the picture. But one thing that I'm extremely satisfied from watching this movie is the treatment of the villain, Vulture, played by Michael Keaton fantastically. He actually did a great job. It seems like Michael Keaton has a thing for characters to have wings, like Batman, Birdman, Vulture. Just likes to fly, baby. He just likes to fly. But this time, compared to all the other Marvel Cinematic Universe villains, we actually get a lot of screen time with him. We actually see why he does the thing he does. He's just a broken man that has everything taken away from him, and he has to do whatever it takes to feed his family. The government's taking his jobs. Tony Stark is taking his jobs. How is he gonna feed his family? There's even a great scene where Michael Keaton actually tries to explain to Spider-Man the things he does and why he does the things he does. And Spider-Man is just a kid, so he doesn't really understand. They're at odds with each other. There are a lot of villains in this movie. We also not just get Vulture, but we also get Shocker. While a lot of people may not be extremely satisfied with Shocker, I think it worked well. The cast is fantastic. Again, Tom Holland flies as Spider-Man. Michael Keaton brings a certain edge to the villains, and he's probably the best villain other than Loki in the MCU. The supporting cast is wonderful. Such a treat. Everything seems lively. This movie feels like a John Hughes movie set in the MCU, and it just makes the movie feel fresh. We made Spider-Man fresh again, especially after the disaster of the terrible Amazing Spider-Man franchise. Now, if I were to complain about anything about this movie, is that John Watts, you can tell that he's fresh and new when it comes to the action sequences. You can tell that he was still new to the CGI. There isn't really like a huge remarkable action sequence that I can remember in this movie that I thought was just wow. There's not much to complain about this movie though. This movie's fantastic, a joy to watch, fun for the whole family, fun for the fans, fun for fans of Spider-Man, fun for fans of the Avengers, fun for everybody. This is what summer popcorn is all about. This movie's gonna get a full 4 out of 5 from me. This movie takes Spider-Man to a whole new direction, and I'm really interested what they can do with him. Well, again, everybody, thanks for watching. This is Ray from LiveWire. If you like what you see, click like, Go to the links at the bottom to watch our full extensive reviews on SoundCloud. And once again, thanks for watching.